What's going on, Conscious Crew? It is your favorite breakdown commentator, CTV. Welcome to another riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday. You already know what we're here to get into. I may be dropping the link. I'm not also going to be here too long with you guys tonight because I just got a lot going on, girl. But before we get into this discussion, I need you guys to do what you always do, which is to thumbs up this video. You guys know that thumbing up the video not only helps with YouTube's algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up the YouTube notification system. So when you are thumbing up a video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another Conscious Crew member and telling them to get their arses into the sanctuary. Also, shout out to all of the new subbies. I love you guys for a long time, and make sure that you guys also have your notification bell set to all. Also, please make sure that you share the stream out to wherever it is you have digital community, whether that be your YouTube community wall, your MySpace, your Facebook, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you lay the link. Just let the whores know the real out live and in color. With no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, let me speak to the Conscious Crew in the building. What is going on, Sabian? Hi, Sin. Hey, J90. What's going on, Toys by Starlet? Hey, Demissus. What's going on, Max Got Facts? What I think about Dustin is 2X rated. What's going on, Jay Goody? Hey, Angela. Hey, Sabby. What's going on, Sin? What's going on, Star? Hey, Classy. What's going on, Dreaming? Hey, Sabra. What's going on with all of my coins on period? What's going on, Tyler? Hi, Ian Gardner. Hey, Charity the Gift. What's going on? Steve Minaj. Steve Minaj said Justin is great eye candy and intelligent, however, personality seems to. Okay. What's going on, Demissus? I think I said Corn Silk. Hey, Boo. Hey, Mean. What's going on, Nakia? Hey, here for the fun. This is my first time seeking Conscious Face. Damn. Oh, what? You ain't saying the king. You must not be a regular then, because you know I be loud, live, and in color on my platform. This your first time seeing me? Okay, just to give you a little bit, just a little bit, just an old teeny tiny bit. Cute in the face, fat in the ass, slim in the waist, just a little bit. What's going on, Coda girl? Hey y'all, what's going on, Sexy 60? Just touch on that thing, just a little bit. Ain't nothing but a little bit of steam coming off that thing, just a little bit. Child, this your first time being blessed to see the face of the holy daughter. My God. What's going on? Quiet, D. Hey, y'all. All right, so let's get into it. Hey, Renee. Hey, boo. Okay. So, TGIF, they have a lineup, girl, okay? There is a method to their madness. So, please do not worry, girl, okay? The rotation is in rotation, girl, okay? So, don't be worried about CTV. When they go live, y'all can continue if y'all want to go blow my name up over there, but just know everything is in, girl, okay? Y'all know how it is, bitch. When you can say something, but you can't say, but you can't say, but you can't say, girl. But let's just act stupid and let's just go over there every 8 o'clock, okay? And y'all just do what y'all do over there on behalf of the king, girl. But everything is everything, and okay. Now we're here to talk about the third week of TGIF, girl. Y'all know we had Carolina SUV on. The fans was like, eh. Then we had Flame Monroe on. The fans were like, yes, God. Okay, shout out to the Flame and the Monroe. And now we have Look at Dustin. Okay, now I have never seen Dustin prior to witnessing him on TGIF. From what I got earlier before the show live, that he's a great commentator, very, very informative, etc. And I could tell by his posture and his delivery that this is a man who be standing on his goddamn business. Okay, now I don't have a lot of talking points, but what I will say is I like Dustin. My criticism would be that, because remember earlier on, when the producers decided, girl, that they were going to go with my idea and do the rotating chair, that, my personal recommendation was that they keep a winning formula, okay? That I think the rotating idea would work. It would be exciting. It'll be an opportunity to also keep the show spicy, and it would be a great marketing tool for TGIF because they'll be able to cross promote between their fans and the fans of those who come on to the show, etc. So it could be, a mutual benefit for everybody on the front end and the back end. But I also said that I think they need to keep the formula intact, okay? We know that Funky Dineva cannot be replaced, not as funky, but Funky ain't the only funky bitch on these streets, okay? And remember, I said that, my perception is this is a food group situation, okay? You got Al, the stoic vegetable. You got Claudia, the delightful fruit. And then you got Funky, who represents the fried motherfucking chicken, okay? So I felt like they needed to keep fried chicken. Now, what's interesting about Look at Dustin is that Dustin is not fried chicken. However, he's a better vegetable than the current vegetable. So, I might have some things to worry about, bitch, because, and no shade, no tea, the Owl girl, but Dustin would actually make if there came an opportunity, maybe because Al transitioned, he's moved on from the show. Dustin would be a great filler for Al. He's more polished, he's more nuanced, he's more detailed, he's more accurate. Okay? As the brainiac of the group, okay? So I feel like they need to keep Dustin definitely in their back pocket in case they got to get rid of Al ass at some point, okay? Now, C says that she thinks that Al may leave. Why do you think that, C? Dustin makes Al look he is no shade, no tea to Al, girl. Al, Al is cool, but the past two guests girl, they've been outshining Al ass, girl. Okay. Al, and look, everybody has their role on the show. Okay. Claudia gonna offer the feminine perspective. She gonna be the middle ground. Al is gonna be, the one to provide, the manual and the technical facts. And then, Funky represents the controversy and the salt and pepper. Okay, he's the accent. But these last two guests, girl, they've been owling Al. Remember, I don't know which show it was last week when Flame got into her political bag, bitch. And baby, she got into that bag in such a damn way, girl, that the next day when their ass came on, I was like, bitch, I had to drink to be here today. Because, girl, y'all pretty much got the commentary in a chokehold. And then there was a moment in the show when he was like, girl, I ain't even got nothing to say. I'ma let Flame take over this segment. This is her lane, this is her role, this is her. He ain't even bothered, bitch, even having an opinion, girl. I'm like, ooh, and ooh. So now with Dustin coming along, who, once again, he's like a refined Al. Now, that's also an interesting formula too, because this also would depend on what direction Fox want to go in. Because let's say that you add another fruit permanently. I could see TGIF getting more corporate sponsors, keeping Dustin on the show, because the show has this kind of Entertainment Tonight type of a vibe. It has more of this corporate, polished, very even keel tonality to it. And I can see that working for super mainstream. I could literally see the show on E. I could see it on E. I feel like what Dustin brought makes the show super marketable to a general audience or to a larger demographic. So that may be what people were calling kind of boring, they like him. A lot of people want to suck his dick. A lot of people were turned on, by the masculinity coming through the trumpet of his throat, etc. But, still were this is cool, but it's lacking some edge. But once again, that would also largely depend upon what Fox Soul in the end decides they want the direction of the show to be, because they might want a more mayonnaise palette, something that is not as edgy, something that can work for more mainstream. With mainstream, once again, comes more corporate sponsors. It also comes more high quality ads on those videos, because especially YouTube, and even when it comes to mainstream media, a lot of that shit is very political. And YouTube really cracked down on allowing high quality ads to be put on videos where you doxing the bitch down to the ground. Okay, they just ain't gonna do that. So all YouTubers, even when they have the same subscribers, still don't even make the same money, because a lot of the quality of that ad revenue is what ultimately determines how much a content creator is going to take home. So Dustin seems like he could help them get a lot of money. Okay? But for those who are looking for the show to be edgy, because that's their relationship to the show, that's how, that's the formula they came to know for the show is need a little bit of mess. You need a little bit, you need a little bit of splash of color. Adding another vegetable obviously will not do that. However, I did enjoy Dustin. He was very articulate. His thoughts were very clear, very logical, very cerebral. And he knew what he was doing. And and the whole time he was doing it, I was like, girl, why we need Al again? No shade, no tea. But that's also what was kind of like, they both kind of canceled each other out, because like after I heard him talk, I really didn't need to hear from Al. Because Al typically does what Dustin would do, but Dustin does it better than Al does. So that's why I said Dustin could not be fried chicken, but he definitely could make for another vegetable if TGIF was looking for a vegetable replacement, a vegetable substitute. Let me read some of these things. CTV is hilarious. These words. Coco Bean says, yes, I hate to say it, but three light-skinned, like you said, CTV, mainstream, damn. Christopher says, Claudia, Dustin, and comedian Sam J. Okay, I don't know who Sam J is. I have to look that up, Christopher. Hold on. Hold on. Comedian Sam J. I have to look up Sam J. That sounds familiar to me. Bougie says he knew his stuff. Facts. Savvy says company have a banned word list. So if you say those words, you can't play their ads. Right. Oh, he's an eggplant. Is he S4? Anthony Lofty says if they don't find a replacement soon, the show is going. Oh, you think the show's gonna fall apart? I don't think that. I don't think the show's gonna fall apart. But I mean, we are going to have to accept that TGIF is in an experimental era right now, because it's going to be rotating guests. So, the mood and the attitude, or how each week feels, is going to differ based upon, who is in the seat per week. Hell, I'm even curious to know, like, what my energy is going to look like, with Al and Claudia. I know what the fuck my assignment is. But and obviously I have already been in a working space with Claudia. What the three of us would look like, how that would translate, is going to be very fascinating, to say the least. Okay. So we'll see. Chanel says Al is not voluntarily leaving unless he has because Al is too money hungry, girl. I already told y'all, girl. He don't miss no bag. And, Funky Dineva was going to have to leave before he left, baby. I feel like for them to get Al up out of there, girl, they would have to turn the lights off, bitch. Okay? Lights off in the office. They're off, girl. They're off. Okay? And even then, bitch, they'll still have to send in a demolition team to knock the damn building down, girl. And she'll have to go down with it before, it's up. Girl, okay? Miss Al already said, girl, she money hungry. She got bills to pay. She want all the goddamn coin. And even with doing TGIF, she still is teaching driver's ed down there to the local high school. And she's a professor. And she about to go to DeVry and get her goddamn degree in nursing, bitch. She about to be a barber. She about to be a gymnast, bitch. She done contacted Sha'Carri Richardson, bitch. Y'all might see her ass out there at the goddamn National Olympics, ho. So, girl, I don't think she going nowhere. Okay? I don't foresee her leaving, bitch. Hey, Flame. Hey, boo. We was just talking about you. What you think, Flame, about Dustin? Did you watch the show tonight? Like, what you think? Because I probably shouldn't be saying this kind of stuff out loud. But I was saying that Dustin was like the upgraded version of Al. So Al Reynolds, bitch, if you listen to girl, you better get your shit together, girl, because they done found a replacement, bitch. They done found a replacement, girl. It ain't Funky's replacement, bitch. They done fucked around and found your damn replacement. Okay, girl, so you better get you some act right, girl. You better be over there real humble and real nice and real meek and real kind, baby, to everybody, because they done fucked around, bitch, and found your motherfucking upgrade, girl. Flame says, I liked him. He was fair. Yes, great commentator, knew his shit, very articulate. He held his own. He did well. And, as I said earlier, once I got finished hearing from him, I feel like I ain't need nothing from Al. I was like, damn, Al, bitch, you in trouble, bitch. You in trouble, girl. That's when I realized he was doing what Al typically does. Because I still wanted to hear from Claudia, but I didn't want to hear from Al after Dustin was finished talking. Okay, let's read some more of these comments, child. You did great last week, Flame. You had some good taste. Oh yeah, I was telling them, Flame, how your ass had done. Also, your ass had done out showbiz our ass, because our posture and assignment on the show is to be the political pundit and to be, that girl. And then when you came through and got into your political bag, that girl had to come back to the show the next day, drop. And when they even got to the political segment on the show, he didn't even bother, because you had already slayed it down the day before. She was like, girl, just go ahead and play and pass it on to Flame, girl. like just go ahead to the next day, Claudia, pass it back on to Flame, girl. She got it. She got it. Conscious, how you gonna leave me? No. No, I told y'all I had food on the stove, but I actually had an important phone call. I was trying to monitor the live while y'all was up here. And by the time I had wrapped up my call, you was already down and everybody was still up. But I heard y'all had a good time, baby. I heard it went down on that live, child. And I still ain't had time to go back and listen, so I might take a listen tonight and see what the hell y'all carried on about in my absence. Okay, I hope y'all was all nice. Steve Bernard says, Al, you in danger, girl. Dustin is very intelligent. Okay, let me scroll up and see what it's giving. C says, knowing Al. Okay, no, I read that one already. Let me go ahead and read up. Dreamin' Edmund says, Al mentioned trying to get rid of debt. That heifer not leaving until y'all get him to 1K on YouTube, baby. CTV was born for this, in my opinion. He has the aesthetic, the personality, and the absolute intellect. And they're mad. They're mad, Steve. They're mad. Okay. Bougie says, Sam J is a hilarious comedian that I think worked on SNL. Okay, I'm going to have to look him up tonight. Lola says, I have never watched one single episode, but I do know of the show. Is it on actual television or online? And can you watch it outside of the U.S.? Okay. Well, I don't know if you can watch it outside of the U.S., but yeah, it's right here on YouTube, Layla. It's right there. It's on Fox Soul. So just like you watching me, they come on every night at 8 o'clock, 5 days a week over on Fox Soul. It streams live at 8, and you can also catch the full replay the next day at 12 noon over on the Fox Soul YouTube channel. I think the rotating guests might help grow their audience. Yes. The show views are still sitting at 2K. Well, they was at 3K tonight, but Funky is also still committing to attempting to sabotage the show by coming on at 8 o'clock. But his views were also down tonight as well, which we all knew was going to happen because he only had like 5K in his chat tonight. I told y'all that, he was going to peak just because of all the controversy he had revved up, which I feel like was intentional. It was, he was getting his Google AdSense up, girl, for the month in order to, supplement that, Fox Soul check that ain't coming in, no more. So, he revved up the drama, and aroused the girls and tugged on some wigs and everything so that he could, boost in ratings, get some new subscribers, get them clicking them views, so he can, pay that motherfucking Miami rent at the end of the month, because he's another girl who's gonna have to work now, girl. He's gonna have to work. But he came on tonight, and but his views were also very drastically low from last week when the drama was in the thick of it. So he was only at like 5, 6K or whatever. They were sitting at 3. So really, it was evening out. You know, now we can see what things really look like. That first week where Funky was trying to sabotage Flame's week by coming on at 8, that wasn't a good, honest view of how much Funky really brought. Now y'all know why they ain't paid his ass more than what he was worth, girl. Because he's averaging out to about the same amount of views that TGIF is with Al and Claudia, girl. Okay, he only got like 2,000 more folk in the damn chat than they do. So that's why his ass didn't get paid more for his damn worth. Facts. It was drama based, says Diamond. Doll, when I watched Funky was okay. He was a 9K. Okay, I saw him at 5K, girl, which still is dramatic because last week Funky was at 20K, 19K, 18K live. So 9K was his peak tonight. A little under 10K. That's a dramatic decrease from 20K to 9K. And it'll probably continue to even out as, you know, the drama simmers down. Down, Barbie. Which is okay. Okay? Michelle Sanchez says, stop lying on Funky, bitch. Fuck you. Okay? How about that? Now, Here for Fun says, but even when Funky was on the show, right, and that's another point that we made, girl. We know that all the views that he was getting independently was due to the drama because, hello, he couldn't even bring 20 damn K to TGIF. Okay, the folk were here for the mess as always. Okay, that's what they were here for. That's what they were looking for. That's what they were hoping for. And Funky manufactured that drama. He opened up the show addressing the drama. He knew to use, you know, all of that was manufactured on his part. And hand well played. Hand well played. What's going on, my Cocoa Bean? I saw you over there in the chat, girl. CTV. CTV, I saw you, boo. Continue, honey, to raise hell over there, y'all, okay? Every night at 8, etc., honey. It just looks good optically, okay, for y'all to raise hell in the chat over there. Put my name up in them lights. What's going on, Jackie? Hey, Adora. See, Ashley says the hate for Funky is real. It was over 10K, more than Foxhole would ever say. Oh, see, baby, you underestimating it, baby. Okay, people are more interested in him alone, respectfully. Well, rightfully so. He's been in this space for 14 fucking years, compared to Al and Claudia, who only been in this space for 4 years. So if he wasn't able to do a little bit better than them on his own, we would really be concerned. He should be. His platform was already well at 400 plus before Fox Soul even got to their 400 plus. Okay, so he very well should be if he wasn't doing a little bit better as somebody who done dominated the space and curated the space and carved out a identity in the space for almost 2 decades now. That would actually be a problem. Lord, them funky roaches are Mascot Fact said, I want to see Claudia rotating other hot host minus Al. Oh my God, like CTV and Flame. Oh, look. CTV, Flame, Claudia. And Al. Al is good too. Al adds a certain crispiness. But it got even crispier with Dustin, you know, tonight. So, you know, that's who he got to worry about. But he ain't got to worry about my ass. Fine, but he need to be worried about Dustin, baby. Dustin is the one who gonna work that salary out, bitch. Okay. Sorry things went this way for him. Wish he had another plan in case Fox Soul fell through. He's very interesting. Who you talking about? Funky Bougie? Let me scroll up. Congrats. Let me see. When I clicked, he was at 11. All right, it may be worth it to Claudia to consider letting Al's contract expire and try 2 different co-hosts when her remaining as moderator. I'd like to see the chemistry of other folks with her minus Al. Okay. Al always act displaced and uncomfortable when trans women guest host. Yeah, that was interesting too. I don't care. I just gotta be honest. I'm just gonna say it, bitch. Okay, because I just can't. Ever since Kevin Gates told me that he stopped getting sick, once he stopped lying, once he was able to just tell the truth, girl, he never got sick another day in his life. I've been practicing that. And girl, my health is like thriving through the roof, bitch. Like, I feel better than I ever have in my entire fucking life. And it's because, girl, I'm so clear. And what I'm about to say, girl, I don't mean no disrespect. But tonight reminded me of why I'm about to say what I'm gonna say. There was a point in tonight's show, because you guys know how they be on Zoom when it comes to TGIF. And, sometimes they flip through the scenes. So even like if Dustin is talking, right, they might show and flip to Al. Or they may, flip to Claudia. Well, there was one moment where Dustin was speaking and they flipped to Al. And Al had this very like blank look on his face. And I've been thinking about Al because I'm just like, a lot of people consider Al to be very awkward, even kind of weird, that there's something like there's an off-brandness there. And I was thinking, because in the 4 years that I've been watching TGIF, looking at his facial expressions, sometimes it like, to me, and it's because I have a autistic relative, the way he blinks, and sometimes like these kind of like empty stares, where you can tell like the brain is doing something. He does that. And I was thinking, like, I wonder if Al is a high functioning autistic person. Because a lot of his facial expressions and his he also doesn't read a lot of social cues either. Like, he'll be like, what's that? What's like, it'll be stuff that like everyday common folk, all understand, but he'll kind of be like tapped out a little bit. Even when Claudia tonight was like mentioning a slug in the food, and he was like, what's a slug? And it's always something like very mundane, something very simple, or like I've seen throughout the years, like people are like be joking with him on the show, or there'll be a joke happening, and like Claudia and Funky will be like kicking, and I'll just kind of be like, or he'll just be like, just kind of like completely removed from the moment. Even if the joke is like tailored to him, there'll be kind of this like stoicness or something. I don't know what it is, but something. And the only reference I have for it is autism, maybe a very high functioning type of autism. Autism is also very difficult to diagnose and to clock, especially when it is high functioning. It's almost difficult to really clock and diagnose, even when it seems very blatant. So I also wouldn't be surprised if he is not diagnosed with it, because autism diagnoses are difficult. But his facial expressions remind me of my relative, who also is a high functioning autistic individual. And high functioning also means that you can be a professor, you can be extremely book smart, you can have a regular life, you can be very successful, you can own a business, you can fuck, you can reproduce, you can carry children, you can drive a car. But like when I say high functioning, yeah, like high functioning to a practically unnoticeable, but nonetheless actually there. You can be a high functioning autistic person and also be degree. Like, what do y'all think autism is? Like, autism don't have anything to do with your ability to earn degrees. You have severely mentally impaired people who can earn degrees, but that's why we use the term high functioning. When somebody is a high functioning depressant or or in this case, there is a high functioning autistic individual, that means that they can move and shape just like everybody else. Their condition is more subtle in terms of visibility. It's not near as severe as somebody who just has, a heavier degree of mental retardation or Asperger's or autism. But he gives me that he's possibly a very high functioning one. And it's in the eyes. It's in the brain to pupil coordination. And y'all may have never noticed it, but if y'all start looking at his facial expressions, y'all will see something is going on there. I have a classmate that is a medium functioning because he's visibly has a form of autism. Al is spoiled high yellow man. You know what, Christopher? My God, today. Shout out to the 400 in the building. He frequently mentions that he's new to the game. He just seems awkward and not fully confident. Well, he surely be fully confident in being messy as hell, baby. Okay, he'd have been all over there on Basketball Wives. He was Jennifer's best friend on Basketball Wives. Shy. He might have high functioning when it come to being messy as hell, baby. My nephew is high functioning autistic. He's currently in the first year of college. Boom! Shout out to the nephew. Since Flame is announcing that she got her check, I want to let me go up and find Flame's comment. I want to know for how much. LOL. That ain't none of your business, Max. Okay, all you need to worry about is getting Flame a check. Not worried about how much her check was, but do you got a check to get the queen too? Here for Fun says, I've met people Asperger's. He doesn't give me that vibe. I think Al is also a ding. Not a ding. I haven't heard ding dong in a long time. My God. Sweet Jane says they believe that Thomas Jefferson was high functioning. I believe a lot of genius people are high functioning. They tend to have a very high Q, very high learning curve. All that's common. Autism is basically extreme OCD, and Al gives me extreme OCD as well. Keith Lee has high functioning autism. Okay. I think it's either not Botox or you know what? It ain't Botox because it's the eyes. It's the way he blinks. It's the frozen. Sometimes you can literally see he's like in space. He's like orbiting. You can see like the signal is trying to signal. They're socially awkward. Bless his heart. Now this is the conscious I love, dropping jewels on picking up what you laying down. Period. Okay, CTV, he has all those damn degrees. Oh my God, I said this because my 27-year-old son has high functioning autism, and it takes them a minute to comprehend. Those who know. Thank you for that, Strong. Those who know. Al is extremely book smart and not street smart. Al from horse pasture. He didn't grow up the same. Yeah, he laughs at the strangest things at times. Al had a whole corporate career. Nothing is wrong with that man. It doesn't even mean that something is wrong, but that's also an interpretation that autism means something is wrong. It's just a condition. And you can have every degree under the book and still be autistic. Yeah, that's why Dustin said he was going to get him some liquor to loosen. Oh, did y'all hear the old nasty piece of pass that Al made of that man? When he had caught that man, Justin, and then when they came back to the next segment, girl, he was like, oh, I want to correct that. I didn't mean to call you Justin. It's Dustin. And Dustin was like, gagging him. It was like, yeah, because I ain't like that shit. But he was like, I'm just joking. He was like, oh no, it's fine. We can role play. I was like, ooh, not Al trying to get the trade, not trying to get the trade, baby, not the gay agenda at work. Damn, Conscious, I just peed. Why you pee on yourself? Why you pee on yourself? Like what? I'm serious. It's in the eyeballs for me. Thank you, Jacquees. I think you would make a great. I think so too. You know. Y'all will see it, girl. Y'all will see. Y'all will see, girl. Y'all see what's up. I think the problem with Al is that he's unpredictable. Sometimes he seems mean, and sometimes he's funny and cool. He sure did. CTV sure did. I think that's why he be on that buttery Chardonnay. It helps him, or that damn tequila. My God, today Al is uncomfortable in his skin. Very tight, baby. Like pants all the way up. Pants hiked all the way up, girl. Wedgie tees. Okay, Al be having wedgie energy, girl. Somebody, Max said, I think Al is bitchy, my God, today. Let me scroll on up. Yeah, I agree with you, CTV. Funky is not going to sustain the 5 days a week. And look, I hope he do, because this is not a Funky Dineva hate train. I hope Funky is successful, honey. I hope he got 100,000 motherfucking live people in the chat, girl, okay? We just be talking facts over here. That's it, okay? So we wishing him well. It ain't no negative energy. You know, I hope he get all the live streamers in the damn chat at one time, child. Anthony says, if they want edge, go get Cedar from, you know what, not motherfucking Cedar's World, girl. I just want to see what the show gives without Al. But, you know, he was gone for a minute. He had disappeared last year at some point, and the soulmates were begging for Al ass too. Like, where the fuck is Al? Where the fuck is Al? Because you can't have chicken without your vegetables. It's a balanced meal. What's going on, Dre baby? Sharon says it's really hard to parent high-functioning autism adults. They seem to be rude, but they're highly misunderstood. And that's exactly how Al comes off. Like somebody was saying earlier, there's a rudeness there, or like an insensitivity, or he can be very like, you know, sharp and very cutting, and then he can also be like relaxed and passive and etc. But you know, I remember when him and Funky had went to the Essence Festival, and you know, on the show they always are gagging Al about his alcoholism, essentially. You know, that apparently Al drinks like a goddamn fish girl. He drink his drinks, run up the tab, and he'll drink your drinks and then drink the leftover drinks, bitch. Okay, so maybe there is some self-medicating there. Maybe that liqueur, you know, is what gives him his Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, you know, powers. What's going on, Harold? Hey, Bill. I can't wait for your week, says Dreaming Admin. You got your... Oh, baby. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Y'all know I'm going to show out, baby. Y'all know the fashions are going to fashion, girl. Y'all know I'm not going to let y'all down, baby. Y'all know how I get, girl. When I'm in my energy, girl. When I'm in my bag. When I'm in my shit, bitch. Y'all know how I gives it up. Baby, so you know it's going to be an iconic week, girl. So already expect, girl, expect the hate train, expect all the hating hoes on YouTube, girl. Why they got that bitch CG Foxo taking the L? They taking the L. Why they got that motherfucking bitch? That mother, like, y'all already know it's gonna give, girl. Okay, all my supporters gonna be supporting, girl. So it's gonna be, y'all already know what time it's gonna be. I'll be YouTube, girl. What is gonna be up? I'm gonna eat these girls up on YouTube. Eat them up. I am hyped up for CTV to come on with the looks and the blessed commentary. It's going to be a mess, y'all. My son is on the spectrum and can appear very awkward sometimes, but is very intelligent and has a college degree. Yep, just like my uncle. Sweet James says, or Christopher says, truth be told, Al thought he was the it girl back during the OGT days. See, I wasn't too familiar with him prior to TGIF. So I got, you know, way more familiar with Al when, you know, as a result of him being on TGIF. I am not a Funky fan, says Sweet Jane. He over there telling black women to go to college to get a husband. Meanwhile, young men are young meaning school and not looking for a wife. I don't think he knows any young people in college. Hell, he is damn 40, still paying off student debt loans. And he's still having to do that even with a $250,000 a year job. So, but I mean, hey, hey. Not Retro said Flame. What you mean Flame was a mistake, Retro? Why was Flame a mistake? Hey, Dragons Den. Hey, Boo. You will be supported by all. I receive it, see, Ashley. We will be there, Mama V says, period. Okay? Period. Let me scroll up. From the corporate world, they tend to drink like that sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Because it's a very stiff lifestyle. I can see why they need, the liqueur to loosen up them goddamn stiff ass bounds. Well, I noticed that Funky on every night live at 8, so therefore it appears he is working more hours a week for 200. Yeah, he working a whole lot more, baby, than that 1.5 videos, bitch. He working. Big wheels keep on turning. 5 days a whole week, okay? Which is interesting to me because, once again, he putting in more work for the same outcome. He could have just sat on TGIF and kept it cute for an hour over there with, the girls and had less to do because all he got to do is pull up. The docket is already prepared for him. Production is already prepared for him. Hell, his equipment is provided for by the company. So, hey, look, 250K, bitch, a year, 1 hour, 4 to 5 days a motherfucking week. Oh, I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry, bitch. I wouldn't give a girl. Do you know how much of a fuck I don't give? Girl, do you understand the way that I'm not gonna give no fucks about what tension I got with my coworkers, girl? This company is clearly paying me for my pain. They paying me all the way for my pain, girl. I got to only endure these folk 1 hour, 5 days a week, girl. I don't need to like these motherfuckers. We don't gotta be best friends, bitch. Girl, I like 250K a year, 1 hour, 5 days a week. I can put up with some things. Me personally, bitch, I can put up with some things. I know hoes working McDonald's running 17 motherfuckers where half the goddamn cast don't want to show up on time. People bringing their goddamn newborns to work. Strollers all the way near the goddamn hot dogs, the buns, and the goddamn fries, bitch. People giving away goddamn free food. The goddamn oven ain't working. You having to use the damn supervisor's breath as a goddamn oven hoe. Like, and they're just fine. And they're only making $15 a fucking hour. 250K a goddamn year. For 1 hour. A goddamn day. 5 days a fucking week. I'll be okay, sugar. It's all right. Make it make sense. Says, great thing about it is that I can do this in my PJs and log off when I'm done. That part. If you can do more than 6 hours in your channel shit, you might just have your own talk show. Okay. Great. Gene J says, I am dipping it low and spreading it wide as the Mississippi. But I 250K for 5 hours of the week on the damn computer running my mouth, period. And you get to work, from home, girl. No transportation, no gas, no transit, no raggedy bitch to aggravate first thing in the morning to give you a ride to work, who you got to pay at the end of the week. To girl, yeah, so, I want to know where is all them people at, girl, who was crying about, Funky standing up for himself, girl. He underplayed his motherfucking hand, bitch, okay? And I was the one I told y'all from the beginning when the story broke, girl, that they was making 6 figures. They were making 6 figures. 6 figures, girl. He ain't even currently making that. His 12-minute video was about what he felt he could hypothetically make if he just did, 1.5 more videos, which we also know that's true. And even though Social Blade says that Funky makes what, $50,000 a month, that's also allegedly, you know what? I'm not even gonna get into that, girl. Let's just say, according to other YouTubers, girl, according to other YouTubers who also have seen Dineva's wages, girl, he's only making 13 to 14K a month in all facts. I'm just gonna leave that right there, which is still a cute coin, bitch. Okay, 13,000, 14,000 a month to do nothing but run your goddamn mouth on the internet, and you got the potential to maximize your outcome by just putting out more content on top of that, girl. It's a gift that keeps on giving, but it ain't giving 250K. Okay, that's why she was so braggadocious initially when she came on the Fox Soul, girl. Oh, she's so rich, girl. She's now a rich white ass woman. Okay, she was making money that she was not making on her own, girl. That was brand new money. That was new money. That now y'all know why she acted a goddamn fool the last 2 weeks, girl. No tea, no shade. Bless Funky Dineva, girl. We wish all the things for her, honey. All of the success. Continue to pioneer. But you know, it was Cap. It was Cap Dineva, girl. You know, we was calling Cap. He admitted that he was lazy and think that he has a problem with authority. I also think he has a deep-rooted hatred for females. His content is still good most of the time. I appreciate him. A lot of YouTubers have an issue with authority. And it's really because we've gotten so used to not having a boss. We've gotten so used to really not having a higher up. Because even our higher ups are a bunch of goddamn AI and fucking robots and shit. We don't really have a higher up. So you get accustomed to being like very self-governed, and because you can do your content when you want, set your own schedule, talk about what you want, you know, you don't have to pass through nobody. There's no 50 million 11 channels that, you know, things have to be approved upon. A lot of content creators are very impatient, you know, don't have no patience now, you know, because you have the luxury of eliminating a workspace, a boss, a supervisor, other coworkers, etc. Giving up control and your autonomy ain't worth 250K after a while, though. It would depend for me. Yeah, no, because I don't see it as it's not a complete loss of autonomy. It's more of an adjustment, you know, and 250K for 1 hour, 5 days a goddamn week. And I still get to be at the creative table because I think that they are also allowed to make suggestions and add to the document if they want to. So it's not even like you lose, you know, some, you know, how much autonomy can you fucking lose really working from your damn house in your damn drawers in your dirty ass house, as Funky would always call it. You know, I mean, talk about privilege. 5 hours, stop it. That's not giving up autonomy. Y'all triggering some folk, okay? Y'all triggering some people who got them autonomy, girl. Like, right, how much fucking autonomy are you really giving up, bitch? Working from home in your drawers, having to do nothing other than what you already do 1 hour, 5 days a week. I mean, baby, now that's a prison that some of us would prefer. And you get to travel. Look at all the shit that, yeah, exactly. Look at how Claudia girl was able to be over there with the Great Pyramids of Egypt, bitch. Over there riding and flying on the back of damn Superman and shit out of Africa, girl. Was able to be on the set of movies and film and shoot and all of that shit and didn't miss a beat. Didn't really have to miss a beat. I mean, the flexibility, autonomy. Oh, it's autonomy, all right. Mm-hmm. And still was able to keep his YouTube channel right and could have maximized both. Exactly, girl. Could y'all imagine him keeping TGIF and doing adding 5 more streams to his YouTube channel, girl? Because Funky's in a position to work. You know, he ain't got no kids. He ain't got no man. All he got is him and them 2 damn big toes, bitch. He gave away the goddamn dog to the pet cemetery. So, girl, I mean, he could literally be over there becoming a rich white woman, you know, but like the Funky Bunch already said, girl, you know, Funky already admitted that, you know, he really don't like working like that. So, you know, but I guess even hell, 1 hour, 5 days a week for 250K is even too much to ask for. Who would have thunk it? I refuse to believe that Funky don't have regrets. Oh, no, he absolutely do. That was what the whole 2 weeks was about. Funky Dineva rolled the dice. He rolled his hand and it just did not work out in his favor. It just didn't. You know, he he thought it was going to give what it did not. And as a result, you know, his ego got inflamed. You know what Funky Dineva's reaction reminded me of? You ever win at a casino and then you at the betting table, bitch, and you're like, you know what, girl, I could walk away from the table, girl, with a clean win right here, bitch. I done scored. Girl, this is good, girl. This will get me through for the next, 3.5 months. But then because the potential is endless, and you think you got the Midas touch, ho, you think that you and the Holy Spirit are one right now. So you get even more goddamn anxious and excited, bitch. So you throw them goddamn dice out there, bitch, and your ass end up broker faster than this, bitch. Funky Dineva reaction after leaving TGIF, quote unquote, betting on himself, girl. He was betting on the goddamn check signers, bitch, and left the company screaming, kicking, and having to be escorted out by the goddamn security. And that's what the last 2 weeks was indicative of, girl. He fucked around and risked it all and came up with zero. And, really had to go back to the wig closet. And yeah, he was gagged down. He was gagged down boots. And as Claudia said, she wasn't even able to be a part of the process. So, she might not could have got him whatever it is he was asking for, but she probably could have, got him more than the more they were, that he was already making possibly. Yeah, no. So that's what his reaction reminded me of, bitch. Okay, a motherfucker who had them rolled, they got damn casino money, bitch, them betted on they got damn casino money, bitch, thinking that they could maximize it times 10 and fucked around and ended up with zero, girl. $0 and a free Uber ride home, girl. And as that shit set in and set in and set in and set in and set in a little bit more every goddamn day, girl, the goddamn matter Dineva ass got, baby. Baby, between them steroids, Cubans, you know what, and all that bad juju he was creating with black women. Y'all really think that Funky doesn't even hate black women? I do remember when the Chloe Bailey stuff happened, we did have a discussion. We did have a think piece about it. I do recall also concluding that I don't know if it's hate black women, but that there's some unresolved, and it's definitely maybe connected to the trauma between him and his mother, who I believe he did not have a really great relationship. I think based upon his description of her, she was a hellraiser. She wasn't emotionally available. There was obviously a lot of abandonment and trauma there. And then also growing up black and poor. So anti-blackness and colorism really also, shaped his experience. And he obviously made up for it by being super educated, going to school, being great at his studies. And also, his weapon as a gay man is like most weapons for gay men. It's his mouth, and then, he was able to carve out an identity for himself. But I do think there definitely is some unresolved there. He has an Oprah complex. Okay, so what does that mean? Like expound upon it a little bit more. Oprah complex. Claudia said that he could always re-audition. That pissed Q off. She was being funny. Like she was trying to make light of, just trying to lighten the mood, How is it that he wanted to do all that he did, but he wanted it to be received in just, but Claudia can't even make a fucking, something that was clearly stated as a joke. Clearly. I mean, that's what they do, right? They had a friendship at that time still. And that's what they did on the show. They gagged each other. They roasted each other. He claimed he walked away just fine. He walked away peacefully, amicably. He could do without it, etc. It was clearly a joke. Once again, though, y'all already know my conclusion is that he just used everything he could. Anything that could become a vessel for him to project his frustration into, he did. You know, whether that was the trolls claiming to him that Claudia was talking about him when she was not, or whether that was trying to take everything that Claudia said, you know, as a reason to go off, even turning his strife with Flame and Trasher K, you know, as an excuse to start dumping on Claudia, you know, rather than just standing in your frustration and saying, hey, this is how the fuck I feel, this is what the fuck I feel, and this is who the fuck I feel it about, etc. All the attempts to be passive aggressive, you know, he failed at the passive aggressive thing. Funky would take the walk of shame back to the show. Oh no, he need to just do it and get it over with. Funky tripping. I don't even think, honestly, even if Funky wanted to come back, girl, I'm not even sure that Fox would even have it. The way he acted, girl, like, I mean, he made himself a liability, you know. He could have potentially brought the entire company down had those narratives not wrinkled themselves out, etc. And yeah, it was too much said, it was too much did, and he and if he wasn't also being honest and he blatantly was lying on the company, because like I told y'all, and I'm gonna keep saying it, there's Funky's side, and there's just the side that cut his damn checks, and then there's the damn truth. So we still don't even know how much of what Funky said was the truth. We don't know that. We just taking it at face value. But it also could be, you know, the case that he did not tell the fucking truth. The door is closed, period. Okay? Too much water over the bridge. Now, yes, he slammed the door. Oh, blew that mother. That door is gorilla glued shut at this point. Okay, gorilla glued shut. The show would be super. Yeah, it'd just be awkward and weird. It is. Yeah, it's just now at this point, everybody ain't got no choice but to move the fuck on. I'm surprised he's mad. He have to re-audition. That's the standard, really. Even if it's an informal audition. Correct. I mean, he the one who quit, so hell. Same here. My two closest girlfriends are white, and their parents definitely told them to find their hubbies in school, and they definitely did. Funky takes on Megan, and Chloe was dead ass wrong. He's a Leo. His pride wouldn't let him do that. I would have backpedaled with the quickness. He is technically only making $5K less now. Is Claudia and Al cool? I'm not really sure. I can't stand Tacky K. He has a thing for beautiful, aspiring black women. In my opinion, he doesn't like the very thing he wants to be, a beautiful woman. Jen J, I love how CTV always comes with the angles. I love how CTV reads between the lines and past the head. Oh, I like that. Read between the lines and past the headlines. That's a tagline. Oh, that's an old nasty piece of Atlanta tagline right there, girl. Hi, it's CTV. I read between the lines and past the headlines. Whoop, baby. Claudia clearly liked and wanted to help him. Oh, absolutely. I mean, this was her idea. You know, she brought these guys to the show and it worked. It worked out. Her vision worked out. She hit the jackpot again, with TGIF. So absolutely, and Claudia is a businesswoman. So I personally believe that even in the hypothetical of her and Funky having issues, that Claudia, is so about her business and she's so about making money and she's so about being a working girl that, she would have made it work, even if her and Funky wasn't necessarily on good terms, because at the end of the day, business is business. And, friendships to your coworkers is a luxury. It's not a requirement. And the show can go on whether y'all like each other genuinely or not. As long as everybody is on the same accord with doing their jobs, then, the show can in fact go on. Claudia needs to do the show by herself. I don't think Claudia would want to do TGIF by herself. I think that the show is meant to be like panel oriented. It's meant to feel like banter and table talk with friends. So I don't even think she would do it if it just came down to her. She's making it work with Al. She blocked him, but they are still running the show. That works. Most of us have difficult coworkers. Yeah. If you notice, he never complimented her on the show when Al states how beautiful she looks, cute, is quiet as a church mouse. And maybe that stems from his experience of colorism. Maybe the people that bullied him as a dark-skinned young boy maybe were, you know, people of lighter complexions. Maybe there's trauma around that. So, you know, obviously, Claudia, you know, isn't doing that to him. But sometimes, you know, we will respond subconsciously to certain things in our experience. So, maybe her being mixed race, biracial, etc. Maybe there was some tension there just because of his own trauma. Oh, I am next, but the question is, next and after who? Okay, you just keep on watching, baby. Okay, just keep on watching, girl. Baby, yeah. First of all, I'm not coming during the week that Funky is doing all the bullshit he doing, baby. No, ma'am. Okay, we gonna give CTV a real, you know, opportunity to shine, baby. Okay, no, ma'am. Very true. Most people work with people they don't like, to include clients and coworkers. Absolutely. Out Loud with Claudia Jordan was the first show, but she let that be turned into tea and cocktails because she saw the vision. Bring back Cocktails with the Queens. Well, Claudia says that Fox couldn't afford the Queens, girl. You know, these are some bad bitches, honey. Okay, you know, the budget was beyond. And it was just too expensive to run the show. For those of you who didn't get a chance to watch my interview, which I'm going to chop up into shorts and reels, make sure you check out my interview with Claudia. She went into what happened with Cocktails with the Queens, but the show was way too expensive, girl. They could not, you know, sustain those salaries like that. So, you know, they had to let it go, unless, you know, she brings back some new queens. They're gonna need some. Oh, you know what? What if Cocktails with the Queens included Nene and Nene? Not Nene, Claudia and Nene, and two other queens. Claudia always working and creating new ideas. They're going to need some light after Flames. After, oh my God, retro. What is the tea, honey? Flamed it up, honey. Okay, and she really shined, especially in the wake of, you know, all the shit that Funky had going on, baby. Okay, she Superwoman that shit, child. That'll be T-Child. I'm gonna drop the link real quick in case anybody want to come up. If y'all have any thoughts, Dre Baby says, CTV, what did you think of the dynamics of Cocktails with the Queens? Speaking in all honesty, I really didn't care for Cocktails with the Queens. I felt like I don't know. I felt like their talking points sometimes were a little bit outdated. I already know what my aunties think. I already know what my aunties, you know, feel about the world. I know what type of generation they lived in. So I felt like it wasn't. I felt like for everything that they said, it's like, you know, it's like I felt like I wasn't hearing anything I hadn't already heard. So I don't know, you know, for me, Cocktails with the Queens wasn't really my, you know, it wasn't my thing, but I thought it was cute, and I know that they definitely were contending with TGIF. And I know that, hold on, hit the link. And I also know that they had a lot of viral moments from the show. You know, Cocktails with the Queens was also making the blogs as well. Like a lot of things that Vivica would say would hit the blogs. I remember when she went in on 50 Cent Girl, and that sent head waves. So they kind of routinely ended up, you know, with some things or whatever. Yeah, like it sync dated to me. I felt like they should have. I felt like what would have probably made it interesting is if they had mixed up the age range. Like maybe have Vivica and my girl Vivica and Lisa Ray. Lisa Ray kind of is like the Funky Dineva a cocktails with the queen. She's the one who's kind of unpredictable. The one that you probably can bet on disagreeing with. If you're going to disagree at all, you probably be like, probably going to end up disagreeing with Lisa Ray when she talks. So I feel like she was kind of like the fried chicken. But maybe if they would have like changed up the age range, maybe kept it like over 40 and then had brought like the other two girls, you know, can be from a younger crew. I think that would have been very dynamic, if you will. No major network will want to hire Funky Dineva after he spoke about his contract money and behind the scenes issues. He's a liability. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's you know, but with Funky Dineva really not, I guess, caring to work in the industry, I guess he really don't give a fuck about his hireability because he plans on staying self-employed. So I guess he didn't mind blowing it. Let me see. Good idea for a mix-up of range. They need more generations. I need a good all-women talk show, too. I didn't care for The Real. The talk is too old. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of any of those shows either. I don't know. I'm very weird. I was surprised when I ended up liking even TGIF because like I said, I really don't even like daytime television talk shows and like those type of group dynamics, but I end up really falling in love with what they had created. It really worked out. Amanda Seals and that chip on her shoulder can go. Toxic says, they need to diversify. Age range could have been wider. I would have liked Erykah Badu. Oh, and Lisa Bonet or something. That would have been an interesting contribution. Not Amanda Seals does not work on any damn show. I'm screaming. I wasn't a fan of Sister Circle either. I think I saw probably one episode, and it was only part of an episode of Sister Circle. Lonnie Love would be a good guest host, but not permanent. I like Lonnie Love. They used to have a show on Fox called The Mix with Romeo and T.I. daughter and some other folks. Okay. God no, America still, she is too brass. Somebody said, I don't know if y'all know who Rezi is from the web reality world on YouTube. When he had a show that he had put together. I forgot the name of that damn show. It had Consciouztv. I forgot the trans woman. I forgot her name, and they had somebody else, and he wanted me to be a part of the show. And he used to say I would be the Amanda Seals of the group. And I've never even looked into Amanda Seals, so I'm not even sure what she really gives. But that's funny that y'all talking about Amanda Seals. Hey, Sam.
Hey, babe, how you doing? I think if she went back to cocktails with queens, I like what you said. But even for those women that are, BC listers in Hollywood, she can't keep up that budget. That was part of the problem. Maybe like she needs to get into the YouTube bag and find the females on YouTube that with the age range mix, they won't make as much as like Lisa Ray and those, because those are seasoned actresses and artists in their own right. But it'll give them some exposure. And
okay,
I agree with mixing the age range up. Hell, I'll do it. I could change my ways. I just be shits and giggles for you, but I know how to get in my professional educated bag. But ain't nobody paying for that, so
pay
me for it. I will give it to you.
Well, get out here and get in these streets and show these folk what you're working with, Sin. Now, since you said the YouTube bag, who would you recommend then, like in terms of a female ensemble?
Well, see, it would be interesting. I like Nosy.
Mm-hmm.
Nosy Ho. It would be interesting to see what she would do in that space because she has a great mind. She has great talking points. She comes with the receipts. You know, hell, I would even give it a try to come with the historicals as the older section because I don't always stay in that older woman auntie bag. I could be a turn up bitch too. I'm just flexible across the board. And then especially if we're starting to having a show that kind of moves away from, not all the way from pop culture, but deal with some of the things that are relevant in today. Like I said, us as educated women, we've been in that workforce. I bring the historicals, the healthcare pieces, and the F shit behind everything that's happening there. Then we can still do somebody that's with the pop culture, which maybe Claudia lead off with that, and a couple of other people because I'm not as familiar with a lot of the female content creators that could really bring a robust conversation because we're in 2024 in a year that could this time next year we be sitting there, how the fuck did we get here if we don't go out to them polls? So we could be still entertaining, educating, uplifting, and making sure that for those that don't watch content that's relative to look, we're trying to help our people, that I think that could be a winning strategy.
Yeah. Some people had also inserted Lovely T and Just Hilarious. I don't even know who they are.
Yeah, I like Lovely T. She does pretty good with the pop culture. I haven't had a chance to listen to her in a while, but yeah, once I really started getting off into content creators, her and Sean Bradley were the first twos that I started listening to way back when. So yeah, yeah. I mean, I could see her. But you need somebody. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, but you need some well-rounded females because, like I said, I can understand her putting, Vivica and Selena and Lisa Ray on there, but those women, for the work that they and in the industry they command that bag. So you just not going to get those type of people for whatever Fox Soul is trying to give out. But it will probably for some of us that are looking for an opportunity to have a broader reach, not saying pay us penance and we sitting there crying like Taraji, but hell, break off that bag because they probably were getting more than Funky Dineva as they would have commanded it, and they weren't they working more days initially, or like
I think they were initially. I think
yeah.
so.
So I could see that those women they are
And if they were already cast a TGIF 250, well, they must have been making automatically already more than that because of
right,
who they were, where they were coming from.
So you have to pay them, how the union says pay them.
Yeah.
So they weren't gonna, give them no little pittance for a bag, So people that can bring, a diverse perspective on what's happening today in Black and brown culture, especially Black culture, coming from women, because we're still bringing up we're the most educated in the earth. We are, out here just doing a damn thing and commanding spaces and being CEOs in the last couple of years, but we're still bringing up in the statistics we're at the bottom of the barrel. At some point, when and how do we break this damn ceiling?
We gotta kick that motherfucker in.
Exactly.
Some people were saying Erica De Niro and Bondi Blue, which I like. I never heard of Yaney, but lovely Yaney, lovely T and Nosy. Chronicle Speaks. I like Chronicle Speaks too. Somebody said Kendra G, Jesse Wu, Lovely T, and Nosy. Someone says I like Laverne Cox.
Yeah, Laverne Cox could definitely, have that window into LGBTQIA, because that's, even though she's trans, she didn't start out trans. She started out probably as a gay man. So you still speak to that whole genre of culture.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's any real representation missed just because there's no penis at the table.
And you know, so funny. Maybe YouTube can get a petition together, because these are all things that these people can do on their own. Like these people, could easily just bring their forces together. Like collaborations and podcasts get started every day. So this ain't even something that necessarily Fox needs to fund. This is something that, if the fans really want it, this is something that they can petition for.
Right, but it has to have a fresh take.
Reality.
Like I said, we don't always need the auntie perspective. Make it relevant to the last 10 years, because so much has happened in the last 10 years, but not discounting the lessons that we've learned, especially as Black women, because we have had heavy influences from our grandmothers and our aunties and, our godmothers and mothers. So, we're never ever abandon that wisdom, because that's how that wisdom and their prayers is what got us in the seats where we are, just as career women trying, being the most educated.
Yeah.
And we were definitely taught by women that not all the time had the opportunity to go to school like the women in my family. But there are life lessons that at 50 I stand on, and stand on strong. And it is just as relevant when they learned them as is relevant to when they taught them to me as a young woman, as it is today.
Mm-hmm. Oh, people are here for it, saying, people are like, yes, call it, yes. Harold, we're not going to take all the fun out of it. It's going to be a surprise, honey. I'll say this, though. Whenever y'all see me go live and the green screen is in the back, that'll be an Easter egg. Okay? That'll be an Easter egg.
Nuggets. I'll be waiting, because I'm waiting to see you on there. I mean, and I'm wondering, and as a side note too, I'm wondering if they, or what conversation they may have had with Claudia on, could we revamp it or bring it back with maybe people that doesn't command that top of a dollar? I'm wondering, and she's just kind of like, well,
she's already said that
those type of ladies.
She had well, I mean, if that was the case for TGIF, then definitely, because I know, like, I know in an interview when she spoke about even TGIF or whatever, she was talking about the rotating panel, and it don't even have to be people who got some mass following, like long as the people got the talent and they're seen as a valuable asset to the ensemble, then they can be brought into the fold or whatnot. So I'm going to assume that that probably is the case for any other potential show that can be birthed, into a reality that they would consider, pulling, because like I told them, the YouTube pool is or the social media pool is a great space to outsource talent. It's already so many people who are holding out an audience, so many people who know already what it's like to be in front of people, to speak in front of people, who translate well on camera, etc. I mean, it really couldn't get no more idealistic in terms of a auditioning space or a space to outsource for talent than social media. It's kind of doing most of the work for a lot of these companies. All they really got to do is look, So yeah, I think definitely, and and Claudia be in her she be in her producer bag, so she's into like creating shows, and she loves all that, and she loves being like behind the scenes as well, producing. She ain't even got to be the front runner.
Exactly. Or it could be like, just in the beginning, just as a test market to see a roving room of, a roving table of women for the week, just to see who, and what kind of content and how it comes off in the vast age range dynamics, how it would look and match up on screen. Because some people, just because they're young, doesn't necessarily translate well, even though they could be articulate and understand, because you don't want everybody to be stiff. We don't want everybody to take themselves or each other too seriously, but we want to get across the points that are, that will keep the audience engaged. They can be like, damn, I learned something today. I didn't know that. But then at the same time, oh, that shit was funny when she was talking about da 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 da.
Yeah.
Make it.
Somebody said, but not knowing when they might not tune in. Child, I'm gonna be there for a whole week. So the word will definitely spread. Okay. And then it's like I ain't gonna be there for a day. I'll be there for a whole entire week, baby. Trust and believe. Y'all know with it, y'all know it's not just let
drop a link for us to spread it.
Y'all know that I'm gonna let y'all know. Of course I'm gonna have y'all pull up. Y'all know I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging. So I don't even know why y'all is even worried at all. Okay. Y'all know why
I don't even know why they said that.
I also had one of the acts. Stacy had said, "I'm here for Roman." Who is Roman, Stacy? Like, who is Roman? And I know you ain't talking about the girl I think you're talking about with that second name, but who is Roman? Oh, what you gonna say? Saying or Raymond?
No, I was gonna say, why people worried about like you only gonna be there? They gotta be somebody hater in that comment because I can't see the comments when I'm into.
Oh no, I think that they just they just are eager and just want me to inform everybody so that everybody can pull up.
But we're gonna
pull up in the bundles.
When you know you're gonna be on that Sunday all day, well, whenever they give you permission to release that information, start on your all of your little pages where you give us that.
Y'all know I am. What else am I going to do? What else am I going? No, I'm just gonna randomly just pop up. Y'all already know that. Matter of fact, TGIF gonna do it for y'all because they actually release a flyer. I think the day of who's going to be the rest of the week's components.
And put it on our pages,
right?
too.
For sure. Yes. y'all so much. y'all are funny to me. Y'all are so much.
You're deserving of this space. I mean, I've been telling you that. I've been saying that for you. And even in the declaration you made this morning, talking about, look, I'm going to shift my content off of some of this stuff because there's too many people talking about this same stuff. And you can go over there and listen to it. But over here, what we're going to do, you're doing it just the way I see it for you.
I know.
I have seen the spirit for you, boo-boo.
I know, but I'm working on it's an energy thing, so it's kind of like I'm not. My process of the way I work with the law of attraction is I pull it by centering my energy. I pull it through the veil, or at least get it to protrude through the veil, and then I just release it. I just release it because now I got to give it back, to the Father, Son, and the Holy Daughter for them to drag, into. So everything, but I just want everybody to know it's like being eager isn't going to it's already ordained. Everything is okay. Everything gonna be fine. Everything gonna be fine. Everything gonna be well. Trust and believe. Y'all gonna be able to go up. Okay, it's fine.
I know. I mean, and we're gonna always win.
It's fine.
We're gonna windmill for you because we love you. Because where you see,
I get it. But y'all be making me more H. Y'all be making me more H's, and I'm not H's in everything. I want y'all. Y'all give me all of that. Y'all give me all of that afterwards. Right now, I need y'all to be cool. I just need y'all to be cool. Trust and believe. I'm the chief. I'm the chief. I got my orders for y'all, but right now the orders is we cool. We cool. Okay. Everything is good. Everything is believing.
But we love you, and we gonna dote on you before, during, and after.
Yes. And I love y'all for it. I work for y'all, so I love y'all for it. Yes, we can get a witch and a musician. We can get both as a guest. Absolutely. Okay, CTV, we're trying to represent. I know, baby. I got y'all. And trust me, I'm gonna represent for y'all too. Why does Rolling Ray sound like Maya Angelou with a speech? You know what? Get someone from Loving Hip Hop Atlanta. None of them work on the off season. Who would y'all want from Loving Hip Hop? You talking about in terms of the all female? Who from Loving Hip Hop saying would make for a addition to the female ensemble? You got
That has
Mimi
some,
Frost. You got Carly Red. K Michelle. Oh, K Michelle.
hell
You
no.
know she know
Now,
how to.
like,
No.
don't nobody want to see Memphis translated on TV. No shade to Memphis, but nah,
Not K.
no,
K Michelle
no.
give me
I
fried.
would go
She
with
give me fried
Mimi,
chicken.
Mimi,
Mimi.
Cause see, the soon as
Mimi.
Mimi, because she's
In a
muted
in
enough.
a podcast situation.
Oh, in a pod. Oh, okay. I'm thinking you're still talking about the TV thing. In a podcast, first of all, I have to have them be able to articulate on subjects that we want to hear, and not just this infighting. And since I really don't see a lot of them in that space, I really can't say.
Okay.
Because they own the shits and giggles over there, but even when they try to bring a serious topic, the back and forth, they will have to have their own
Ooh.
podcast where they could be really in their professional bag and giving us some real good educational uplifting content. Then I could speak on it, but I don't know none of them to do that. I've just said Mimi Foss because she is not as rah as the rest.
But that's I guess if you need like an Al Reynolds, because I've noticed that a lot of producers do introduce the Al. So like even on the Bad Girls Club, the one that was on Oxygen, they would always put like a quirky personality, like somebody who was completely contrasting to like the rah. So, and I even noticed that like on like at Housewives, Phaedra was that initially. She was like the quirky kind of off-brand, like they always insert that to, I guess, break up some of the predictability or whatever, kind of put in that wow factor, because that opposition or that like level of difference probably has its own energy bringing those worlds together. But I can see her in that case, but Mimi's so I don't
I
know.
mean,
It makes me interesting to hear her speak.
like I said, I just have not seen them
Yeah.
outside of that arena. So I'm sorry. I just, if you just trying to make a podcast of them to do the same thing that they do on Love
Oh,
and Hip Hop around talking points, then you can have all the, reality star glitterati. Like somebody mentioned, Mariah Huck would be good. Then
I would love to see Mariah. Mariah is a key. Mariah
yes,
is
and
a key.
you know what? I actually like Mariah. I mean, for the simple reason is she classy, bougie, ratchet. That translates well
And
in this
she
day
and
and
she
age.
funny as hell. I'd
Right.
be hollering
And
at Mariah.
she could be professional. She's married
This
to
dirty ass house,
a
bitch. You need to pressurize this motherfucker. I'd be
exact
screaming at Mariah. When she
exactly,
told
but she
Dr.
knows how to
Heavenly,
act
when
in
she
but
told
she knows
Dr. Heavenly,
she knows how to act when it's time to be professional at these, professional healthcare things next to her husband. She's not bringing that energy because a personal friend of mine is a good friend of hers that tried to get her on the show when she was dating her boyfriend that's a doctor in this area. So Mariah, that's TV, but Mariah really can be a professional's professional.
when she
So
told Dr. Heavenly,
yeah.
when she told Dr. Heavenly that she needed to pressurize her damn house, I knew she was born a gay man in a previous life. That was a read. That was a read down to the ground. Somebody said Jessica Dime. I like Jessica Dime. If y'all didn't catch Von Ray, he recently had recently, like last year, he had Jessica Dime on as a guest. It was a really good sit down. I could see Jessica Dime. Brooke Valentine.
Brooks messy.
She
But I
is.
don't know. She's been out of the circle for a minute, so I don't know what type of
Yeah,
time she's.
I would have to get with her energy. Mariah Lynn. I
Yeah,
like Mariah Lynn.
yeah, because Mariah Lynn
Um,
doesn't need to be on baddies, and for her to have worked so hard in that Love and Hip Hop for New York and to really not get anywhere, you know, she's would be the typical white girl energy, who's
yeah. Somebody
So
said
yeah, I
Trina. Hell
would
no. Trina is
Trina
Trina be
from
the rapper, the baddest bitch.
oh,
Trina, she was on 11 Hip Hop Miami as well.
she doesn't even translate well over radio.
She
No,
doesn't.
I
I was
love
finna say,
Trina
y'all to get canceled down,
because
boots fucking around with Trina.
hello, fucking around with that mouth of hers because she is like the cognitive dissonance for me with her. So
Yeah,
no,
like
not
she's
that I
very
don't love her
definitely.
music, but at
Mm-hmm.
anything else, nope. Let's see. Okay, let's keep going because this is interesting. If Love and Hip Hop wanted to branch off and do a podcast, this or the reality star podcast that's not all the infighting shit. This could work.
What do I feel about a gay man amongst female cast? Somebody said Billy Porter,
I
Miss
mean, the
Billy.
Billy Porter, SAG Afro Billy Porter.
Yeah, like I had to sell my house
Yeah,
as
that
a
budget
result
won't work.
of
Now,
the writer's
Saucy
strike.
Santana.
Porter.
I'm gonna go with Saucy, and I'm gonna tell you why. He just did a thing that
He
popped up
did.
on my feed on YouTube, an interview with two
Mm-hmm.
DeVal, Ellis, and I forgot the other baby's name. He represented so well. I had a newfound respect for Saucy.
Mm. I might
It's
have to
on
check
YouTube.
them.
It's for was it all? It's a men's podcast.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I love
Yes,
that. Yeah,
I was very proud of Saucy on that.
yeah. Cardi
I
B.
would take
Yeah, you know
Saucy.
what? Cardi B. I mean, as much as her ass talking yibbity yap, she might as well turn her ass into a goddamn podcaster and a damn commentator because that's what the hell she practically is these damn days. Is a damn commentator. So she might as well come on down, baby. Cardi B.
Yeah, because you know what, believe it or not, Cardi B, when she's like windmilling and getting in some of these politicians platforms on social
No,
media,
right,
she be
man.
reading them the fucking riot act. So she would be good. Jocelyn, no. Because she no, and the reason why I say this because she
Not amongst
admittedly not
women, because Johnson not gonna play when it
she's
comes to
not
being
gonna
amongst
she's
women.
not gonna
Yeah, is she
no,
amongst men?
but
Yes, because I've seen her in men's spaces, but women's
yeah, but
spaces, man,
for
somebody
the
going to with a
greater
knot upside their damn head. You saw how she had Amber Rose ass pressed up against the glass wall.
But if we're sitting at a table having conversation and meaningful stuff to show another side of these
Yeah,
people outside of the hands and shit, she doesn't translate well because she'll admit there's a lot that she doesn't understand. And
yeah, she ain't got range as a mess got
yeah, she
facts.
doesn't have that
She don't
range.
have any range.
Omarosa don't nobody want to see her.
I
Even if
love
they
me
wanted a
some.
token
I
Republican,
love
they
me
don't.
some. I love me some Omarosa. Sin. I love me some Omarosa. She be gathering those girls so swiftly, so corporately. It be so. I love the way the Omarosa gathers. You giving me some Judge Judy T.
But she translate, but she'll try to nullify the talking points across the board because she's going to make herself seem to be the smartest amongst everybody, and that's not fair to everybody that has a voice. You want everybody's voice to be respected and undeterred from somebody that'll be like a teacher critiquing shit. That's why I say no, not for that space. No.
Somebody would say that they would love to see me interview Kid and Play. Okay, I may have to make that happen. Stay tuned for that. The
Play?
Puerto Rican princess, magical lady, Duchess. Now I don't know about a lot of the metaphysical people who you're naming, Sharon. I haven't seen a lot of these people. Somebody else said a Big Frida.
Oh
Big
God, yes, I love Big Frida. I've been wanting to meet Big Frida. I just said that Sunday. My niece would gag. She loves Big Frida.
I love Big Frida too.
I
You know, so funny.
love.
I've never heard Big Frida per se speak about things. I know him from his
I have.
music. Okay.
She's an advocate in that space.
Okay. So
New
is Big
Orleans.
Frida a trans woman or is she non-binary? Is it she? Is that the pronouns for Big Frida? Or is
You know what?
either or?
Not really sure, but then we could let her articulate that because I don't think that's a lot of her focus as far as talking about that. She's big on, the social issues of New Orleans and the community she came out of. She's talking about her money and everything. let her tell us how to refer to her pronouns.
So some people saying, I guess she's a me, so she just don't mind. If it's given, she is given. She, if it gives it, he is he. She kind of like,
Right, because
whatever.
she's smart too, because I remember when she was on that one particular reality show, she was sitting at the table having a conversation with a straight man that never was comfortable around a lot of gay and trans people, and they had a decent conversation, and he admitted, I not having had this conversation with you, my mind wouldn't have been open to some things. And so I was like, go Big Frida. So she can break down some walls. Yes.
Yeah. Somebody said that a Claudia would eat Omarosa ass alive. Babe, I can see them going at it. Going at it like Jack.
Opposites attract in a show, just the two of them. That would be some must-see TV.
Yeah. My thing with Tiffany is that Tiffany is just more theatrical. Like, it's hard for me to take her seriously when it comes to like shows that are surround actually having to speak and commentate, because she's just more of a she's more of a performer than she is
her antics are performance.
Yeah.
We're trying to have meaningful dialogue. Let their range and their breadth go past the reality stuff that they do, because not all of them are dumb. They're smart enough to keep at it this long to get that bag.
Say I heard Big Frida doesn't mind. Okay, Eve, Raven, Simone, and who is this? Tashina Arnold. Hold on, Tashina from who? Tashina.
Y'all bringing up SAG actresses that they gonna break the bank. You have to pay.
Eve definitely. I mean, she married to a whole damn billionaire. For God's sake. So y'all know y'all gonna have to come up off that bag. Fucking around with Eve.
Yes, I'm fit to say she is not fit to let you play her cheat. Hell no.
At all. Ebony K. Williams.
Ebony K. Williams.
Somebody said that you sound like B Love Sin.
Who B Love? I'm trying to think who that is. I haven't taken my Synthroid today.
See if I can find B Love.
I mean, these are people that I know are smart. They play what they have to do to make the bag, but if they were given another opportunity to show the breadth of their speaking, thought process, professional stuff, I believe they could have some relevant conversations at the table. I would love to see it.
A dragon said himself in flame once they talk it out. You hear that, Flame? Somebody said Bobby Lights, Mommy D. Mama D too much as well. I will put her in the same boat as Tiffany. Is very too theatrical, performative based. B Scott. What you think about B Scott? Somebody says Angela.
I know who that is.
B Scott was the first B Scott was like came on initially as like a gay man. He was very like androgynous, and he was like super stan for Mariah Carey. Now he has launched a very successful celebrity blog, and I think he now also identifies as non-binary. So I think, I'm not sure, but B Scott was actually like one of the first big YouTubers, like one of the first big ones to like pop off when YouTube was a thing.
Oh, okay. I that's probably a little bit before my time.
Yeah.
In YouTube. So there are people that can give like, if you want to know things about travel, since we're focusing on trans men, women, straight, gay, the whole gamut, I say Sean Bradley. He is very well traveled. That baby be in some places that I have to go and look up.
Yeah.
So yes, I say in terms of being able to give us what other cultures look like. You know, what did you experience in those spaces? He is very well traveled. I will go with say
Mhm.
Sean Bradley on that.
Somebody said Yandy from Love and Hip Hop.
Who?
Yandy, M-E-N-D-C. Yandy from Love and Hip Hop, New York.
She was the whole exec. No, she breaks the bank, babies. We trying to grow the brand, not break the bank on one or two people that
Not Christopher talking about child. B Scott is prettier than Claudia. Claudia would never. Child. Child, please. They giving the same beauty radius on camera, child. It'll equal out, child. Both of them be glowing through the damn screen like the damn Ark of the Covenant. Keisha Cole might be affordable. What about Keisha Cole, honey? They say she ain't too booked and she ain't too busy. Miss Keisha might have some time.
Yeah, I can see her coming in as like a guest or whatever. Yeah, I don't, outside of her troubles and her music, I don't know, in her reality stuff with her family. Well, yeah, she probably could. Now that I think about it, because she will always try to be the, voice of reason with all of them. So okay,
I love me some Kelly Clarkson. Somebody said Kelly Clarkson. I love me some Kelly Clarkson. Now I don't know about Kelly as a talking head, but Kelly Clarkson music. Oh yes, I live.
Yeah, I mean, she has her own show, baby. We can't afford her.
Tiana Taylor and Keke Palmer.
Now can't nobody afford Keke at this point. She just won a whole, what was it, an Emmy or something?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now that, honey, look, yesterday's prices are not today's and tomorrow's for her no more.
Somebody also said, Tammy Roman.
Miss Tammy. Can see. Yes. I think I could do it, but you gotta understand she's SAG Afra now, because she done had 11 shows through here, so her yesterday's prices ain't the same for her either. But Tiana Taylor, would be nice, but here's the thing, she's up for it. They're talking about Academy Award possible tease with her, so the prices have gone up.
Everything going up. Everything going up by minimum wage.
And as they should, they have put in the work, as they should. I mean, hell, they're getting nominated for stuff. Tammy is doing 11 shows at one time, and these women, they've been in the industry. They wherever they started, whether it was reality TV or on YouTube or whatever, they are hitting their sweet spot in this business. I don't blame them. Hey, new places, new faces, new spaces mean new cash in the bank.
Some people said that we're aiming way too high, or that we need to start with a whole group of new faces, a whole fresh face cast, some new folk to shake the table up.
Well, hell, give me a table, I'll shake it.
A Coda girl said that they gave Keisha Cole a show on Fox already. She was aboard. She was aboard on Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, Keisha Cole don't really give up nothing. I mean, she don't really.
Yeah, I figured maybe she's probably have grown into some of her experiences, the loss of her mother. I don't know if her and nephew are ever straight. So,
now bring Neffy ass to the damn microphone. Neffy ass could get into some things.
Yeah, she probably could. And you know what?
Neffy need to be on Fox. So her ass need to be a TGIF guest as but Neffy is definitely fried chicken.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then I don't know if her and her old man are still together, but
no, I don't think they are.
Okay, so and here's the thing, she's been out of the mainstream limelight for a minute, so she probably got a lot to say on, especially if she's had some personal growth outside of Iyanla Vanzant. I would like to see where she's at in the space now, see what that energy is about.
Baby, and I don't know why I never thought about this edition, but they're right, Monique and Daddy. Monique, I would love to see Monique a part of an ensemble cast or like a podcast situation with other opinionated educated women. I think that the humor and the wit and also the soul of the conversation could all be wrapped up in that.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, no disrespect to her husband in their marriage, but I just don't. I don't too much care for dude. I just don't. Because right when it was hitting the sweet spot, here he comes, and then she started making some sideways moves. Now, I was with her in the discussions that once she won the Academy Award, there needed to be more money. But I just disagree with how she went about it, even the Netflix thing. But yes, she was right, because now look at where we are in 2024 having that conversation.
You know, so funny. Monique's husband gets a lot of slack, but I don't, I don't know. I ain't never really had an issue with Daddy like that. But maybe because I just haven't paid his ass no attention. I don't know.
No, it's because I've watched him in some little podcast stuff with her, just like for a moment. But in my spiritualizations, how deep they run, there's some underlying sleaze going on. And I know she trusts him everything with her business, and she's fighting to get that the Parker's money. She might want to read the contracts or have somebody outside of him and his people go back over it, because he's claiming a lot of stuff that she did prior to them being married. So he's giving me some underlying sleaze that, if she shake the bottle, may rise to the top.
What about damn, I just had them on the mind. Monique. Wanda Sykes. I love me some.
I could use some of that comedic tease, yeah. Especially because she in comedy, you just don't want today. You kind of want to have the historicals with it. So I can go with her, and she's a fellow alum of my university that I graduated from, Hampton University. So, she's a sister alum.
And she's well versed too. Like, she's a well versed commentator too. She can get into the politics. She can do a little bit of she can shuck and jive.
Oh yeah, I can rock with her on that. Yeah,
somebody
she
said
stay in auntie teas all the time. She just straight no chaser.
Kim Whitley is not funny to me for some reason. Somebody said Kim Whitley, but she don't really do too much for me. But somebody said Kim Whitley. Somebody said Carissa, Mama D, Tokyo Tony, Mama Joyce, Deb. Okay, y'all want to see these women?
None of them mamas, they can get a show of their own.
Yeah, it's gonna be called Prison Mothers, because all the women will go to damn jail, fucking around, fooling up with each other. TV, I would love to see you do an in-depth interview.
Or they could, if they wanted to give a nod to Victoria Monet, the show could be All My Mamas.
All My Mamas.
And make sure we record it just in case somebody steal that, because I'm coming for my paper.
Somebody said Quad need a job from Married to Medicine.
I wonder how she would do in a moderator space. I wonder how Quad would do in a moderator space.
A Quad is a key. She's a cackle.
Yeah, but I'm talking about is if she had to be a moderator for something. I'm wondering what that would look like.
She probably could do. Well, I've never seen her in a moderator space, but
that's why I said.
Yeah, she gives me professional. She gives me understand the assignment, play her role, even though she's being criticized and fired apparently for being the complete opposite of just that. But
I think it's time for her to pivot too. I think it's time for Quad to pivot. That's why I say that.
Yeah. Krishan Rock would never work because she's unpredictable, erratic.
We don't want to see her in the shade room.
Emotional. She'll be holding up the cast, holding up filming. She'd be in jail on probation with a black eye, no teeth, all her damn teeth. Having a baby on a dog leash, it'd just be too much going on. Somebody said,
and I don't want Blueface within sniffing distance of me.
And thank God he gonna be gone to the summer. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy for us. I love that for him.
He going to jail? Is that what you
He
said?
already in jail. He been in jail. He gonna be in jail until the summer. He been there. That's why it's been so quiet. He been in jail.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
the reason. Okay. Thank you for
Yep.
that.
Even though jail ain't no way, there ain't no place for a black man to be, baby. But at this point, whatever would quiet the room.
Now he
So
needs that bussy. He needs some bussy humbling while he in there, so he can come
yeah,
down, come out a little pipe down a little bit more.
just a little time out. Just a little time out in the corner. He had
Yeah.
violated probation. Just a little time. Just a little
Yeah.
quick time out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I
God.
won't disagree
I
with
love
that. I believe in jailhouse
Mhm.
justice. Yes, I do.
I love that quiet time for him. I love that for him. I really do.
Because he should have had it anyway.
That part.
For that last court case, that was some bull.
Oh yes, that last quote pissed me off. My mouth
Right.
was on the floor. I was floored. I mean, talk about celebrity privilege. My God, today floored, fucking floored. Somebody said Giselle. Somebody said Giselle is toxic as hell? From
Was Giselle Madam on All the Queen's Ben?
No, Giselle from Potomac.
Nah, and she's also a fellow
First
Hampton
lady.
University alum. Nah, she not gonna do it because she's from the Potomac. The price of her is just too much for our budget. Even if we connect as sister alums, nope.
Not Blueface bragging about how lit jail is from jail. I'm screaming. See, exactly why I love that for him. I hope he actually wants to be there a lot longer, gets very acquainted, makes it a home, baby. Because he's more than welcome. I mean, he got my permission to be there as long as he wants to.
He can even get booed up. Hell, I pay.
Yes, honey, get it how you live. He know what he was doing on going to jail. That's what he wanted to be. He know.
Yeah, because
exactly
he getting
what it
sick
was.
of the girls turning on him now. It's highly likely if they decide to, wise up and decide to just raise their children, with some sense and sensibility because they are siblings, and they take their notoriety and go and do something positive with it. And whether it's music and stop, letting him manipulate and control them. Shit, they probably could really go somewhere with some shit.
Right. All right, well, let me get up out of here. Since this was fun, this was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, and did you enjoy Look at Dustin? Or did you enjoy him tonight? Or did you get a chance?
I didn't get a chance to see it yet because you're like my third podcast in 3 hours. I went from R&B talk on Instagram. Then I listened to these two white guys that give a lot of political understanding. They are Democratic, rednecks. So they hate all things Republican in most of their race. So I was on it's with Trey McCrowder. He's a comedian on Facebook, and then I came to you. So I now got to go back and watch him.
Okay.
Y'all just came on like boop, 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 7, 8, 9.
Back to back.
Mm-hmm.
In that order. Okay, yeah. Well, when you get a chance, check it out and see he'll be on again anyway. He'll be on again tomorrow night or whatever.
But I want to see what tonight's. I like to look at the beginning because, like you say, people get nervous, and then once they get the hang of it, you see the progression through the week, and I want to see that. Yeah. Love Flame if she's still in the
Yes, Flame, we love you, child.
Passion girl, because I'm trying to get some checks because shit is getting rough around here. While I was initially talking to you, I was putting in applications trying to get this AI to, regenerate my damn resumes to see if they could break through this, not being seen shit.
Oh, wow.
So, because I got to do something soon because all the bills and everything will culminate to shut-offs at the end of the month.
Well, if you want to give the folk your Cash Apps in, you are more than welcome to drop the Cash Appy for folk.
Because I'm not where I'm in the chat, but it's $, and the first two letters of every name of mine, CYREMI. $CYREMI.
That is Sin's Cash App right there, you guys, that I just posted in the chat and on the screen. Please support a sister girl. Y'all know we got to band together, baby. Life is life.
Yes. The problem is not that I don't have the skill set. I'm a 26-year, level 1 trauma trained ER nurse. Now that the people that sit in HR that are talent requisition, they're not even reading resumes no more. You have to pretty much have AI construct you a resume for it to break through the bots that they use of AI to even get the resume seen. I do, however, have one, and it's not even an interview. It's a phone, what they call it, to weed me out to see if they're going to move me to the next stanza of interviews, and that's next week on the 25th. And I've had a kabillion of those. They don't even call me back no more.
Wow.
So that's why I want to pivot into this space, because nursing's just not giving. And
but don't wait, sis, because the more you wait, I mean, the longer it is, because you're already gonna have to work on your watch hours and then get into a certain subscriber count in order to even qualify for your monetization. So just the sooner the better. The sooner you just.
I was just gonna do some 1-minute TikToks just on some shit that's happening in the undercurrent of nursing, because you all do not understand. They're literally putting nurses in jail for mistakes that doctors and shit are making, because they're able to use their malpractice insurance and get out of it, and then the nurses are holding the bag. So some of those cases, wild.
Wow, we may have to come back and do that. People are also saying yes, TikTok is a great place in to do that. And even with YouTube, like you can start your YouTube off with doing shorts and reels. A lot of people are building their channel by actually doing reels and shorts on YouTube, and that's amassing a really big following for folks. So that's a great place to start if you don't want to do any long form content, but you want to, like, because you're not really sure kind of what you want to give. You kind of want to read the temperature, just kind of get some things out there. That's a great way to do it, like just doing 60-second pop-ups and just dropping some gems, pointing out things that's going on in nursing that folk didn't know about. I mean, you can get your little edits together, put your music on it, like it could. I would encourage that for sure. Like that is a great.
Well, because my TikTok will be Miss Cynthia Renee. It just won't have the Mitchell on the last part of it.
Okay, but once you get down, put that issue in the chat and everything. And thank you for coming up, love. It was a joy. And once again, you guys, Sin's Cash App is on the screen. If you are led, please send the sister. Any amount counts. Nothing is too small, and of course, nothing is ever too big.
Yes, love you guys. Thank you. God bless you all. I'll keep you all posted on how things move next week.
Okay, boo. And I want to bring. And I want to bring Sin back, you guys, so we can talk about what's going on in the nursing as it relates to nurses going to prison over things that over malpractice of the doctors. That's fucking insane. But we're going to continue to enjoy the rest of the week, girl. See what Dustin continues to give, girl. See how much desperation he gonna bring up out of Al, girl, because Al already had made a pass at that damn man, girl, talking about they can role play and shit, bitch. Okay, already getting freaky on the first day of work, bitch. Okay, don't have Dustin running down there to HR Al. All right, so tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and hell, I may see you guys in a little bit. Come right back on this motherfucker. It depends on what's going on. If not, I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you all. Thumbs up, share, tell a friend of a friend, and I will check my emails, boo. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.